Lexi Thompson is with us now at the 2025 KPMG Women's PGA Championship. Lexi, 200 today. How would you summarize your second round?
Overall, yeah, very solid. It got pretty windy even for the morning. It was blowing more than it did yesterday. So I knew I just had to commit to my lines out there. It's a tough golf course, especially when the wind blows. So if you miss the fairways, you kind of just have to take your medicine, pitch out, and just try to save par any way you can and make the worst score your score a bogey. So overall, solid day. A lot of positives to take from it and made a few birdies.
Thank you. Questions? Sarah?
I said you made a few birdies, had 3 in the card, but those par saves you were making out there seem much more significant than those birdies. I mean, tell me about that 40-footer and just some of the par saves you had out there.
Yeah, I made number 10 a lot more difficult than from my drive. I hit a great drive, and I got it pretty close to the green, but they tucked the pin back right over there. So got a little greedy. Instead of just hitting it out to the left, and ended up plugging it in the bunker. And I was like, okay, we'll just get it on the green, 2-putt, make your bogey, get out of here. And I ended up making the putt. So definitely a good thing there, big positive, and saving pars are out there are huge.
Have you been able to play a little bit more free this season, you feel like, and just without, having a full schedule to worry about, having to practice all the time? I know you grind out there pretty hard, but when you come out in a place like this when it is so hard, do you feel like there's a little bit less to lose, per se?
I wish I could say that. I'm still, when I'm home, I'm grinding, I'm practicing, and I'm still working on my game, because anytime I tee it up, even though saying that I was stepping away from a full-time schedule, anytime I tee it up, I want to come out here and compete and win. So I just want to make sure that I'm fully ready every time I tee it up. But it's puts my mind more at ease coming out here, knowing that I'm not playing a full schedule, grinding week in, week out, and looking forward to the weeks off.
I know your group was on the clock for a little bit today. How many holes were you on the clock, and how does that impact you?
We were on the clock. We were warned, and then we were put on the clock for maybe 2 to 3 holes, 2.5 holes, something like that. It's not ideal out there, especially when it's super windy and you have to kind of back off shots because of gusts and everything like that. But it happens. I mean, we fell maybe a hole behind, and I didn't think that we were playing. I mean, we're playing slow. I mean, it took 3 hours to play the front 9, but it's a difficult golf course. Pins are tough, and some holes are just really par holes that you can't really hold greens on, too. And some holes you have to pitch out on. So it's a difficult golf course to play quickly, safe to say.
Were you on the clock when you were signing those autographs for those kids?
No, I definitely wasn't. I would make sure of that. And even if I signed them, I would make sure that I wasn't first on the next tee. But no, that was well after.
That's really generous of her.
No, I don't think people would like me if I did that. My players wouldn't like me.
Art?
Alexa, you had some good rounds and a good finish in the first major of the year at Chevron. Is it your experience that allows you to play well in major championships, or is that just a matter of good day, good round, or whatever?
I mean, I think experience always helps, but I think just a matter of feeling good about your game, going out there, being confident, and having good days out there. I think experience is just kind of a bonus, of course, but we're all out here. We have that experience playing under the pressure and playing against the best in the world. So we know what that level's like, and it's just all a matter of bringing it to the table.
Did today kind of seem like some of your rounds at Chevron where you really had it going and, you were up there right at the top the whole time?
I can't say that I really thought about Chevron when I was out there, besides just being in Texas, I guess. But no, I mean, I was just trying to stay in the moment out there. Like I said, it's a difficult golf course, so it's a matter of just really trusting your lines and knowing that the wind's going to bring it back and just being happy with pars. This is a good par golf course. Take advantage of some of the birdie holes, like I think it's number 7. They make it kind of drivable, so I got it on the green there, but just take advantage when you can.
Joe?
Obviously, being in Florida, heat's no big deal for you, but I am curious, the difference between your early start yesterday, or your late start yesterday and the early start today.
Yeah, it wasn't as hot this morning. I would say the hardest thing for me was getting back to my room at 9 p.m. and waking up at 5:30.
Yeah.
And eating dinner at 9 and saying that you have to go to bed now. And then it was just such a quick turnaround. Your body's physically tired just from the heat and walking, and then making sure that I can function off 3 to 4 hours of sleep, but it's not going to be a great function. So just making sure that you get good quality sleep, good breakfast, and make sure that you're ready for this morning's round.
Do you think there are extra preparations that you have to do for this kind of heat, especially for this kind of course?
I think so. I mean, I think with the heat in general, it's just super important to make sure that you stay hydrated, drink as much water as you can, get those electrolytes in as well, and just eat the right nutrition as well, making sure that your energy levels stay up because the heat's draining for sure. I mean, I'm used to it in Florida, but I mean, it's still heat. It still gets you.
Josh?
Lexi, you've obviously put yourself in position to be in contention over the weekend. Just curious if you allow yourself to think what it would mean for you if you do get it done this weekend.
I think it's just something that I'm going to take one shot at a time. When you get to thinking too far ahead of time, it just kind of gets to you. So I'm just really going to embrace the moment. I might go out and hit a few extra shots on the range, make sure that I'm feeling good going into the weekend, and come out in the weekend and just hope for the best. And that's all I can do.
We'll wrap it up with Beth Ann.
I know you typically have a brother on the bag, but you've had James on for, I guess, 2 weeks now.
Yep.
How is he helping you, and how did that come about?
Yeah, James has been great. I just started working with him last week, but I also used him 1 week last year as well. So I knew him. We get along great out there, so it's definitely helpful. My brother Curtis, he's actually playing this week, so it was like, you know what, you need to be either home with your family or out playing. So I was very grateful for him to come out and help me when he could, and now I'm just going to use James for this week and next week, and then I have a long time off.
Thanks for your time, Lexi. We appreciate it.
Thank you.